Morning Manchester. Here's Peter White.
A dynamite!
Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
All right, let's get it going, everyone. Good morning, Manchester. It's the morning show, and we're coming at you live at 95.3 FM WMNH. All right, a very good morning to everyone on this hump day. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mr. Darryl Dion at the desk.
Good morning.
Good morning, Darryl.
Hell of a morning.
Hell of a morning is right. We have 47 degrees in downtown Manchester right now. And I asked you a question right before the show. Is it gonna be like this all day?
I assume it's going to go to from crappy to less crappy.
Okay.
I think we may see the sun.
We didn't quite use those words, I don't think, though.
We may not have.
Right. And that's okay. In the privacy of our own conversation, right, of course. All right, phone lines are open this morning, 250-6007. We'll have Carol Robidoux and Manchester Inkling coming up on the next half hour. And Darryl had brought in some great movie stuff again today.
Well, it's a matter of opinion.
Well, I had called him last night, and I said, hey, bring some of that movie S to the show tomorrow. And after about a conversation of about, 3 minutes, he says, yeah, by the way, can you not call it that movie S? Because I worked really hard on it. So I'm learning to I guess, appreciate things like that. The 4 hours you spent on this game.
Oh, man. I'm not really sure it's worth it.
All right. Say good morning to Tony Petrello up early this morning. Good morning, Tony. You like that name, Tony?
Love Tony.
Right. Anthony, right?
Anthony.
Yeah, that is nice.
My best friend's son is named Anthony. I always loved it.
Right. Okay, Tony, your name passes. Right. No points off for name. Do you know Tony Petrello?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to meet him sometime. He's not usually up this early in the morning. So anyway.
A former guest on the show, maybe?
No, just a guy that I know from
on
around
Facebook?
town. I actually met Tony through Don Tibbetts.
Oh, okay.
Right, because T knows everybody.
Yeah, he does.
And, all right, Facebook Live is open. Good morning to Angela Philbrook already in there this morning. Starting her morning off the right way, Darryl, with the morning show.
That's the only way to start.
I know, it is. Hey, did you hear, this is the headline I got yesterday. Pizza Hut is changing their recipe for pan pizza the first time in 40 years, 25 years, whatever it was.
My question is, how come it took so long?
Or why do you have to change it?
Because it's terrible.
Is it really? But it used to be
Well,
good.
I worked there.
I know. When you worked everywhere, man.
Well, this is true, sadly.
You
Very sadly.
worked at the IHOP. You worked at, now what Pizza Hut did you work at?
The one on South Willow? I think the one that continues to exist in this day.
Right. Now, you worked there back in its heyday, though, where the server's still serving the pizza, that first slice to you if you sat at a table?
I don't remember. I wasn't serving. I was making pizza.
You were making pizza?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't frozen. It was just put in there.
Oh, yeah. Flipping the dough up in the air. It was pretty fun.
See, they don't do that anymore, I don't think.
No, they don't.
It all comes in.
Yeah.
It's real streamlined. But
Right,
see,
right.
like going to Pizza Hut when I was a kid was a real treat.
That's an adventure for sure.
They had a sit-down video game. The jukebox was always loud and blaring. The atmosphere was, they had the little candles in the middle of the tables. And
Right.
yeah.
I didn't get that atmosphere in the kitchen, sadly.
You didn't get the atmosphere. You couldn't hear the jukebox?
No.
Wow. So,
And
we
they
used to go
changed
there.
everything. They changed, they said they changed the sauce, the crust. They want to make it more crispy.
Yeah.
The 4 cheese blend or
Here's the
something
thing.
like that.
I don't think that's what they tell us.
Yeah.
They want to make it better for us to taste, but I bet you it's cheaper to make that pizza than the one they were making, and that's a cost-cutting thing for that company.
Could be.
And they're just saying, yeah, we want to make a better pizza for you.
Yak.
Pizza Hut pizza is not the same as it used to be.
No,
Not when Darryl Dion was flipping pizzas over at South Willow Street Pizza Hut.
definitely not. But I
What era was that? The 80s?
do I wish? I'm gonna guess.
The 90s?
No. 60s, late
The
60s, early
2000s?
70s.
Right. Last summer?
It was last summer, yeah. Oh,
Wow.
it
So it was the 60s.
It was the 60s.
Oh, so you guys were really making pizza. That was that was a nice. All right.
Yeah, late 60s. I always felt, honestly, that the pizzas were too greasy. I always felt that.
Really? Too
Yeah,
greasy.
Too greasy.
Have you ever been to the Pizza Hut buffet?
No.
Okay. All right.
That's out of bounds for me right now.
Oh, that's right. No buffets. That's right. You said no, strictly no buffets.
I can't manage my, the way I want to eat.
Well, yeah, because you get excited too when you're seeing, oh, what do I have?
Yeah. I go
What do
back
I
to
have?
the old days, and I don't want to go back to the old days. I want to stay in the new times.
Right, right. No need for 3 helpings of breakfast. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's my 3rd time going up. So what?
Oh,
Tastes good.
there were days I felt that way.
Yeah.
Really.
I can imagine. I get full though, but I always overdo it on the bacon.
Oh,
Okay. So
everyone loves bacon.
now you brought in this muffin for me this morning.
Is it small enough?
Yeah, it's some sort of gray muffin. Is it gray?
It's not great.
What color is that?
Really, really light tan.
Light tan, beige.
But the
maybe.
contents are so fabulous.
Okay, and it's wrapped up in a
Very
cupcake
nicely.
wrapper.
Samantha did an excellent job.
And this is from Samantha.
Yes, it is. She loves them, loves to make them,
I'm going to break it in half.
and I love to eat them.
Really? No, this is something she makes all the time.
Zucchini muffins, yes.
Zucchini muffins. Okay. They are very good.
Actually, the thing that takes it over the top are the chocolate chips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You wouldn't know there was zucchini in there at all.
Exactly, which is the whole key to the whole exercise. And also applesauce. Would you know it?
Applesauce is in here?
Yes.
This is delicious.
Cinnamon.
This tastes like a piece of candy. Like I would eat this. And you brought 2 of them.
Oh, well, I figured you might enjoy it.
Let's say good morning to Vana Kalampalikas, who I believe is listening from Greece.
Wow.
Yes. Unless she's in town for some reason.
Could
Tikanis.
people hear it? Kala.
Yes. Oh.
Could people hear the show from? No, not Greece.
Oh, right.
Well, maybe
What do you mean Greece?
the country.
Oh, Greece. I thought you meant the... See, went right to the movie. I went right to the movie.
It was on the other day. I was gonna call you, but I said no, I can't do it. I can't
Grease
do
2?
it. No, just Greece.
Oh, okay.
If
Never
it was
mind.
Greece 2, I definitely would have called.
Yeah, you better. I'll be right over.
So
I'll be right over.
Just a heads up, I did not watch Greece.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, so wonderful. So, so I think she's listening from Greece.
Outstanding.
Which it wouldn't be the morning now. Maybe she's listening at night.
You know, I couldn't even calculate the time difference.
Yeah, I couldn't
Greece
either.
does.
Yeah, can someone, what time is it in Greece right now? Somebody. Anybody.
I got a friend who's going to Greece the 20th
Really?
of June. Yes.
For what, vacation?
A wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, his wife said
a Grecian wedding.
a Grecian wedding. Yes.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, they've already been. So
They know how to
they got
celebrate.
the lay of the land.
They know how to celebrate.
Oh, absolutely. They're gonna have a ball.
I grew up. My one of my best friends was Greek growing up, so I got to go to all these Greek Easters and all these.
Fantastic.
That's one of the great things about living in Manchester. But
Diversity.
all the Greek Easters, a lot of the traditions that they have, they always included me, and it was interesting because it was different than what I was doing.
It's so different. You're not accustomed to eating that or subjecting yourself to another culture.
Right.
Which is great.
Right. You learn Greek swears at a young age. You all know what they are.
You know what? I could never remember any
profanity in other languages.
and none other. I don't know what it is. It's just the mental block.
Yeah.
Of course,
well,
you
that's
don't use
probably
that.
good.
You don't use that. Use the English profanity.
Now typically when you're in a regular conversation, do you use profanity? No.
No. I only use it typically.
I only use it when I'm pissed.
Exactly. And I got to be really upset to use it because generally people don't. I don't think people necessarily like it. So I only use it when I'm frustrated or extremely upset.
Well, good afternoon to everyone in Greece. It is 10 past 2.
10 past 2. All right.
That's right.
That's an educational thing. It's great. Now we know. What time is it here?
Well, it is
It's
7
10 after 7.
Right. What time flies? Time is flying.
So that's 5. At 7 hours time difference.
7 hours. This is a great muffin, Samantha. Thank you so much.
I knew you'd love it.
Well, I wasn't sure when you said zucchini. I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I'll probably still eat it.
Yeah, you can't tell there's zucchini in there. Come on.
No. Randall Kelly, good morning. He gave us the answer along with Angela Philbrook.
2:10?
Yes. Well, now it is 2:11.
2:11.
Right. Time is flying this morning.
Live from Greece.
So it is Wednesday. It is hump day. It is almost the end of May. Will May ever end? Now
Wow.
the end of May is kind of dragging out now. But that's good.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
happy
yeah.
about that. June is going to be an interesting month.
Oh, yeah. No, see, the countdown's on here now.
Well, we're going to try not to have the countdown
Oh.
until we want to have the countdown.
All right. All right.
We'll hold off the countdown till mid-month.
Oh, okay.
At least.
Is that the end of June?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So we still have you for a few weeks.
Yes, you do.
We'll be monitoring you and letting everyone know what's happening with you.
Oh, boy. It shouldn't be, I don't anticipate any difficulty. I'm a little anxious, naturally. But,
Right.
But honestly, the month kicks off great. Sam and Ben are taking me to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts on Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday?
June 1st.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty psyched for that.
Really?
Oh, I love art.
Right. You better be careful. You don't want to knock anything over.
I know.
You know what I mean?
The horror of it all.
Right.
Oh, there's plenty of people there to keep you at arm's length. You know, I'm just excited to take it all in,
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll go to a late lunch or early supper downtown Boston somewhere.
Oh, really? Where will you go?
I have no idea. I'm not in charge.
That's nice. So you don't have to do anything, really.
I just got to show up.
Right. I like those things. Now, does anyone know how everything went at the Shaskeen last night for the Hope program? I couldn't make it down there.
Neither could I, but
I'm sure I'm
going to
gonna
know.
I'm sure I'm going to hear about it from everybody. But
Absolutely.
right, yeah, thank you. Did you go?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was it 5 to 9 last night?
Yeah, 5 to 9. I think they probably had a good crowd.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat this muffin right on the air here.
Isn't it moist? I mean, that's what I love most about it. I've been making these dry muffins.
People don't like that word moist.
Well, I think the connotation is moist means undercooked.
Really?
In
I
many
think-
people's minds.
I think it just means moist,
Well, generally.
like
yeah.
that kind of
Tasty.
damp or something.
Damp is bad,
Okay,
man.
not damp. Okay, not damp.
Let's stay with moist.
But what's another synonym for moist? That's a time. See now. Okay, let's play English games.
Yes.
It
Not
is-
dry.
right. Not undry.
Undry.
Right. Sort of wet.
Well, kind of, but not.
Right.
Wet's bad.
Humid. It's humid. It's humid inside this muffin.
But tasty as hell.
They are good. I'm going to save my second one for the second hour.
Good idea. You don't want to load up.
I don't want to load up. I don't want to fill up. You know what I mean? I want to be on the top of my game today. All right. So we have the end of May here. And it is. Now, these days get a little crazier. But this is end of the Middle Ages Day. We celebrate the end of the Middle Ages?
Really? What? Does it have any time parameter there?
No, I didn't even want to click in it because no thanks.
Nah.
It's a long time ago.
Too deep. Way, a long time ago, yeah.
Right. I don't even understand this one. These days, yeah, May's not. Wow, National Biscuit Day. Do you like biscuits?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'll go for it. Like if I don't do fast food at all, but like if you end up at McDonald's one morning and you want a breakfast sandwich and it's the only way to go, I always get the biscuit. No, the biscuit's not too moist. It's dry.
Oh, it's dry, but it's what's inside the biscuit. What do you
Right.
have? Do you get the sausage and the egg?
Yeah, sausage, egg, and cheese, of course.
Of course. That's a decent sandwich.
Yeah, with the consistency of the McDonald's biscuit is delicious. I can't help it.
Or the craporama of the McDonald's biscuit. I had a biscuit at Tucker's, a sausage gravy biscuit.
Oh, really?
Wow. It was so good I could only eat half.
I'm going to tell you, the most disappointing thing is when you get a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin, and if they don't toast that English muffin first and they just throw it on an English muffin, screw
Gross.
you.
Then you
I don't
throw
want
it
that.
back. You
I
throw
don't
that
want
sucker
that
back.
breakfast sandwich.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
I had
biscuit
one of
day.
those. I had one of those. What do you call that?
Egg white sandwich.
Yes, at Dunkin' Donuts. They brutalized the bread.
They brutalized it. What
Yeah.
do they do to it?
They overcooked it.
Okay.
Over toasted. I don't want
Because it just goes through that rolling machine, I think.
Yeah, and I don't want a crunchy bread portion of my egg sandwich.
See, I see on my
It's terrible.
biscuit, like if I get a biscuit on a breakfast sandwich, I like the crunchiness. I don't know, like it's a dry biscuit.
Right. But like I said, it's what's inside.
Right. What's inside a biscuit? Just more biscuit. Right?
No egg, sausage, and cheese.
Well, yeah, inside, in between.
Is it
but
usually sausage or bacon?
I'll do. It depends. I almost have to look at the sausage sometimes, but usually I'll go for the sausage.
I like the McDonald's sausage, strangely enough, because it's got a decent flavor. Strangely enough,
No, spicy. That's a spicy sausage.
Yeah.
You like a patty or a link?
I like a patty on my sandwich. Yeah, I want a patty on my sandwich.
All right, that's all from National Biscuit
You're
Day,
making me
everybody.
hungry, man.
Yes. All right, it is Paperclip Day. I don't know. I don't use paper clips too much anymore. If I do, I'm using it to do something else than clip papers together. Eric probably has some paper clips.
Guaranteed.
National Senior Health and Fitness Days. Daryl?
I'm feeling pretty healthy and I'm pretty fit.
Yeah, you are pretty fit. Did you?
Pretty much.
You still working out on the bike still?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when you get home, you'll get on the bike?
Actually, I kind of changed it up a little bit. I used to do my exercise and then have breakfast. Now I typically have breakfast, wait a little while, let it digest, and I go at it after breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is it's been fine. No biggie.
Right. You do it right after breakfast?
No, you
have to
give
wait
it
till
about an hour.
Right, you
it's
have
like
to wait.
going in the pool after you eat.
Right. You have to wait till the breakfast goes through you, so you don't. Does the
don't
breakfast go right through you, or do you?
Not generally.
Sausage sometimes does, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Goes right through you real fast. I don't know. But again, the Pizza Hut thing, changing the worst thing you could do is change a recipe.
They appear to be more popular than ever. Why would they change it?
I don't know.
Because their advertising has been, a lot more advertising. They offer a lot more.
No, I agree.
The pizza still is awful, but some people seem to like it.
No, I agree. I might go right for this other muffin. I'm in kind of this thing. Okay, this is another day. It is Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day. Now, I'm going to go into this one because that doesn't even make sense.
Pillow on your fridge?
Put a pillow on your fridge day. All right, here's the description, everybody, because I'm going to dive right in. In the early 1900s, people would put pieces of cloth or linen in their larders. Is that what it was called? A refrigerator, or was it an ice box or something?
Icebox is probably more appropriate. Yeah.
Well, it says larders.
Larder.
I don't know. John Clayton, can you help us?
Early 1900s.
Yeah, with hopes that would bring good fortune and prosperity, the form of plentiful amount of food as well as fertility. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
The cloth was usually torn from something in their bedroom, such as a blanket or a gown. This is getting intimate. Eventually, refrigerators began to replace larders. Okay, never mind, John. Never mind, John Clayton.
You often wondered how people kept their food cold,
Right.
and from spoiling, which is why back in the day a lot of the meats were salted.
Right.
And food was consumed differently,
It sure was.
quickly.
The introduction in 1927 of General Electric's monitor top refrigerator named the USS Monitor was the death knell of the larder. Take that, John Clayton.
Yeah, those early refrigerators were beasts.
Oh, yeah. I never even heard of a larder.
I don't have. That's the first time I ever heard of it.
Right.
You got to figure it was an icebox though, or similar to that.
Well, the cloth tradition was lost as well until a new take on it came with the creation of Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day years later. So put a pillow on your fridge, everybody. It's observed today. And it has always been observed annually on May 29th.
Wow.
Wow. Wow is right. People have time to do all that. Like, I'm going to make this day because of our old friend, the larder.
Nah.
Which was replaced by the refrigerator. All right, let's say good morning to everyone in our Facebook Live room. Brian Donor, good morning. Bill Burke, good morning to you. Debbie Lorendo says, Cheesecake Factory in Boston is fabulous, Daryl.
I know.
Okay.
And I have a sneaky suspicion
Really?
that both my kids, both Sam and Ben, are going to want to go there, and I'm on board.
Oh, okay.
Definitely on board. I've been to the one in Burlington
really?
several times.
Oh, really? You love it. All right.
Well, not so much since the change in me personally.
Okay.
So-
And your eating habits.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm going to monitor it closely, but the food is awesome. So I'll just eat less and enjoy.
Right. All right, Ellen Philbrook, good morning to you. She says she mostly swears when she's driving, which is fine, because I think we all like, who the...
Alone in the car?
What the...
Yeah.
Right.
What is that guy doing?
Right. Well, do you say that, though?
No.
Or do you say, what
No, the F.
Yes.
Or you have to be S-ing me.
Yes, you're out of your mind, yes.
And you know what's funny? Every time I seem to be with Ben in a car, we always observed disturbing driving folks.
Oh, yeah. I do it all the
Don't
time.
know what the hell's going on.
I feel like I'm like one of the best drivers out there.
Well, you naturally would.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I really feel like I am. Like I feel like I was trained the right way to drive.
Well, I gave Ben his training, and he is a professional driver.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I was trained by United Parcel Service. I went through the whole thing.
Well, they're a good organization to teach you how to
Does
drive.
Ben look at his mirrors every 8 seconds?
No.
All of them?
No.
Is he aware of
He
his...
doesn't have the box. Did you drive the box?
Yeah, if
trailer box
I
truck?
said, Ben, what color is the car behind you, would he know?
Probably.
Oh, okay, really?
He's checking the rear.
Well, yeah, he would look.
Yeah. But I didn't learn really to use my rearview mirrors until I drove a dump truck.
Okay. A dump truck.
Yeah, it was great. 6-wheeler. It was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
You got comfortable with driving a dump truck?
No problem.
I don't know.
So much fun.
When I started driving a truck like that, I didn't even know how to drive a standard, a manual shift, and that's what all the UPS trucks used to be.
Oh, were all of them manual?
Back then they were. They're not anymore.
No.
But it was, yeah, very interesting. Had some very interesting days out there delivering packages.
Yeah. My truck was automatic, so I didn't have to do the shifting.
Right. Did you have a radio in your truck?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
It was cake.
You had it made.
It was cake.
You're just driving.
Yeah. I used to have to pick up some asphalt from time to time, which was a riot, because if I didn't situate myself perfectly under the chute that dropped the asphalt in my bed, they would get messy.
So you're sitting down all day in a dump truck.
Pretty much.
Did you get hemorrhoids?
No. Although every opportunity I got to get out of the truck, I did to help out the crew.
Oh, really?
If I could help out the crew, I definitely would be. I'd jump out and help out.
Right.
Oh, I loved it.
You jump and help out.
Oh,
And you didn't have to, though.
No.
You could have sat in the truck while they did everything. Like, what do you mean? Like rake out the rest of whatever is in the dump truck?
Exactly. But that was the fun part. I loved and I was in charge after all the asphalt was distributed of cleaning out that dump truck, and that sometimes was a little tough.
Oh, yeah.
Because as the asphalt cooled, it became more difficult to deal with. Hot asphalt is cake.
Hot asphalt.
You gotta have some. You gotta have your hot asphalt. There,
Yeah. Yeah. No, you need hot asphalt.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
So when I watch the city workers fill in potholes,
Yeah.
it's quite humorous.
Well,
Quite
yeah,
humorous.
because those are you're talking about the quick fixers, where they go around with the truck, they hop out, they put a little bit of the blacktop in a hole. Just it's temporary, isn't it?
Well, it's proven to be quite temporary because they got to do it yearly. If
Right.
they did it right, it might last longer.
What about that mucky black stuff that makes your car that makes a weird sound on your tires in the summer when it's over 90 degrees? It's kind of like filler for cracks on streets and
Right,
stuff, but when
right.
you drive on it, it's like squishy.
Oh, it's crappy. Yeah. A lot of people spread that on their driveways to seal them. A sealer. It's
Yes.
basically a sealer.
Right. But then when it gets too hot, it gets soft again.
Yeah, it's nasty.
You're telling me. Anyway, all right. Wednesday morning, the weather is kind of
We're not going to see the sun this morning.
it's kind of moist outside, right?
Yes, it is, but it's not raining.
It's not raining,
It's
but it
just
is.
moist.
It's raw. Would you say it's raw?
More raw than moist.
Right. Okay. Damp.
Damp,
It's very damp out. Is there a
dingy.
dingy, dank? Is it dank outside, Darryl?
I don't know what dank is.
Well, I'd like to say I knew, but I don't know if I have a definition for you for dank.
And you better keep it clean.
Oh, yeah, I would never. You know me.
Yes.
Wow. So what do you got going on today? Anything fun?
I don't. Let me see. I got to head over to my accountant's office.
Of course.
Naturally, and what do I have?
Count
planned?
your money.
No.
Yeah, I go there once a week just to count my money.
It's a running joke that they, Dick and his crew are so wonderful to me. They handle all my investments and they pay my bills for me. And the running joke is when I go in to give them my bills that I have recently received.
Yeah.
I also tell them if they need a little cash, don't be afraid to drop, take some out because it's available to them.
Give a little bit. Give a little. Take a little.
It's so funny.
Right.
It's so funny.
No,
I don't really care.
No, your accountant, Dick, I hear about him all over the city now.
Oh yeah.
I think he was at the historical. He may have been, or he was somewhere.
Oh, he's all over. Yeah.
Right, he's all over.
He's great.
He's a man about town.
Yes, he is.
And he's your accountant. He's everybody's accountant.
Very well respected.
Really?
Yep. Has a great business. Richard Dreyer.
Richard Dreyer.
Yes.
All right. We'll say good morning to Richard.
Yeah, he talked about maybe coming on the show. I would not allow it.
Really? Why not?
He's how can I put it?
Yeah, how can you put it?
How can I put
Without throwing him under the bus
he's,
now?
Politically incorrect.
Oh, so he sees
all the time.
Oh,
so
okay.
he can't be on the show talking S all the time.
Right. Well, with a name like Richard Dreyer, I mean, how can you not have a sense of humor?
And he most definitely has one. It was
Right.
beautiful.
Okay, good.
He's beautiful.
Poor Dick. All right. Well, we're going to get Carol on the line. And, Angela Philbrook, she says her husband, who drives a bus, sees all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
When you're out there on the road all day, you see it all. You do. You see it all.
And it's in many instances, it's horrible what you're seeing.
Oh,
People
yeah.
do weird stuff on the road, man.
Yeah.
And they don't really care.
No, you're
they
not
don't
supposed to
really
be
care.
talking on your phones.
No.
And a lot of people still do.
And, when I see somebody driving with their head down, it bothers the crap out of me because I know what they're doing.
Yeah. Looking at porn while they're driving.
Well, that or texting somebody. The porn part is disturbing. Then, it'd be out of control.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a time and place for that.
Absolutely.
Not while you're driving.
No.
Not while you're driving. All right, 250-6007 is the phone number to call in all morning if you want to chit-chat. It's kind of a slow week. We talked about all the graduations are coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about yesterday.
A couple weeks, right?
Yeah, a couple of weeks. But these last few weeks of school are nothing. Even when you're in grade school, it's like, we got coloring papers today.
Grade school is a treat. The end is near and summer.
Right.
Wow.
But sometimes I remember waking up that first day of summer like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
I had nothing to do, some days.
Right.
I'm talking about like in high school, like, oh, one day you're in school and the next day, you're watching Wheel of Fortune or The Price is Right.
I was lucky. I worked a lot as a 14-year-old.
Really?
Yeah, worked at the Manchester Country Club.
Wow, what was I doing when I was 14? Walking around my neighborhood with my radio, my ghetto blaster,
Could be.
my boombox.
When was your first part-time job as a kid?
My first part-time job as a kid, like first real paycheck I got.
Yeah.
It was over on Hooksett Road here at an establishment we all know. It still sits there today,
Yike.
known as Burger King.
Really? You
Yes.
worked at BK?
Well, yes, I did.
Short
for
period of time?
a very short period of time.
That makes perfect sense.
Right. And you got paid every 2 weeks. And I think it was $3.65 an hour.
$3.65
Yeah,
an
so
hour.
every 2 weeks I'd get about $50. And I was trying to save up for my very own VCR.
Yeah.
Never really panned out.
No. Every 2 weeks. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you lasted at least 2 weeks, right?
Well, I think they had asked me to pick up someone, clean up someone's mess in the bathroom. And I said, I'm not doing that, dude.
Yeah, as a young person.
And it was something
gross.
like you've never seen before, Darryl.
I could guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that was my first.
Was it the men's room or the ladies' room?
It was the ladies' room. I know. What can I say? Let's end it right there.
Please.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
Good morning. This is your wake-up call.
From ManchesterInkling.com, here's Carol Robideau.
All right, we're just waiting on Carol. I thought I had her on the line. Debbie Lorendo says Dick Dreyer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great guy.
Super. They don't get more great, more honest.
All right, we have Carol here now. Good morning, Carol. Hold on, Carol.
From ManchesterInkling.com, here's Carol Robideau.
And happy Wednesday, Carol. Good morning.
Thank you. Happy Wednesday to you, too.
Morning, Carol.
Hey, Darryl.
Hey, Darryl. What's shaking, Darryl?
Not a whole hell of a lot this morning.
I've been eating a zucchini muffin this morning, Carol.
I heard. I think I want the recipe. That sounds terrific. It's probably easy, too, right?
Oh, I think they are easy, and Sam typically makes like 2 dozen. So when she does, I'm able to
You're the
appropriate.
muffin man.
I become the muffin man, absolutely. And you know what? They're so healthy. Zucchini, applesauce, chocolate chips. Yum.
Did you ever work at Dunkin' Donuts, Darryl?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm
One
surprised.
place I haven't. I know.
Right.
know.
Wow. Carol, did you ever work at Dunk's?
No, I've worked very few places like that.
Yeah, me too. I think the Burger King was the end of my my career in food service.
I can only imagine.
Yes, I was on Whopper board where I made Whoppers.
Yeah,
I made them the way you wanted them, Carol.
yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah, I wanted a job so bad when I was in high school that I forged. I didn't even back then. All you needed was the only thing I had. I didn't have a birth certificate, but I had like a baptismal certificate.
Okay.
So I took that and I changed the date from 1959, the year of my birth, to 1958 with a little swirl of the pencil.
Yes.
I got hired at McDonald's, but I didn't want to tell my mom. I guess I figured she didn't want me to work, or I don't even know.
Right.
Who knows what goes on in the mind of a 15-year-old, but I thought I would walk to the McDonald's every day and work and not even tell her what I was doing.
That was your plan?
How'd that work out for you?
Well, I got hired, but then I never reported for work because I realized it was a terrible plan because the McDonald's was really pretty far from my house.
Okay.
And I couldn't figure out how was I going to get there and back every day without telling my family. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking, but I just really wanted to work so bad. I don't know. See, that's the thing about teenagers, they don't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because working at Burger King, it was awful.
I can imagine. I think I probably saved myself from a bad traumatic experience in the end.
Well, I'm going to tell you what did it for me. Okay, there was a 99-cent Whopper weekend or something like that, 50-cent Whopper weekend, and I'm on this Whopper area by myself, and they have this little screen of how you're supposed to make the Whoppers, right? How people are ordering them, and
it's like written in like tells you like almost like the recipe for stacking
it's in Burger King language.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't know what that is.
Well,
anyway,
but it'll just say no pickles, blah blah blah, or how someone wants it.
I see. All right, gotcha.
So there's like this little screen, and then, I haven't even got to these Whoppers, and they're already going off the screen because the new ones are coming in, and it was like the Lucy and Ethel episode.
I was just going to say, it's like shoving the candy in their.
It was so ridiculous, and
oh man,
that was it for me. That's sorry. Yeah.
You know what it is, though? I think when you're a kid, and I can speak for kids because I was a kid as well. It's the allure of having some pocket money, just a little bit of cash that you didn't have to ask your parents for. I think that was pretty big, And I didn't, I worked at Roy's Restaurant when I was 15, the Manchester Country Club. I shagged balls, I caddied. Just to have a couple of bucks in your pocket.
Right. What else are you going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was my first job. Yep.
Well, we all have to start somewhere, I guess.
But then my big one was Record Town. And I made 425. I went from 365 to 425 in just a year back in 1986.
That's quite a major raise.
Yeah,
Yes,
really?
Yes.
I dare not tell you what I was making an hour when I worked at Morrow's, JJ Morrow's.
Okay, yeah.
And I can recall making $1.80 an hour.
Oh, there you go. Where'd you spend all that?
Yike. Disturbingly low. You know, when you think about it, this was the late 60s.
Yeah, yeah.
Oof.
Pretty interesting, though. So, Carol, what's going down? Anything new?
Well, it was a pretty busy news afternoon yesterday.
Good.
Let's see what happened. So we got the autopsy results came in for those two other people that were shot in this.
At the hotel.
And yeah, and it was one of the strangest autopsy results I've ever read.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, kind of. It said that it gave multiple reasons. It was a man and a woman.
Yeah.
I guess they were a couple. And the autopsy results said that both of them pretty much suffered from what they called environmental hypothermia.
What the hell is that?
I'm thinking they must have turned off the heat in the room or something as part of the conditions of trying to make them uncomfortable. But I don't even know if that's just a total wild guess. I looked it up in a medical dictionary to see what that could possibly mean, and I guess there's some I didn't want to write this part. I requested more information from the medical examiner, but they sent this so late that they were gone. So hopefully today we get to follow up on it. But I think it can be drug induced if any of my nurse friends are out there.
Okay.
And what the heck is environmental hypothermia? But then the next one was even weirder for the young man, Christian St. Cyr. It said blunt penetrating injuries. Now,
whoa,
I don't know what blunt penetrating injuries are, so I asked again for clarification. I did get a little clarification on that. It said Kate Spinner, the director of communications for the AG's office, said it's an injury caused by a blunt object that breaks the skin that is not a gunshot wound.
Knife wound?
What is that?
A knife wound, maybe?
I don't know.
Well, blunt doesn't sound like a knife.
No, it doesn't. You're right. You're right.
A knife is a sharp object.
Right. And blunt is blunt.
Right.
Right, but again, I'm trying to imagine.
You try to visualize how that could be.
How blunt penetrating injuries can cause your death. So that was in the young man's case, and then they both also had acute intoxication by fentanyl, acetylfentanyl, methamphetamine, and cocaine.
Surprise!
Yeah, really.
And,
the whole fun pack.
Yeah. That was Christian, and Brandy.
Well, we knew it was about drugs anyway.
Right.
Had the environmental hypothermia and the same drugs in her system, and the manner of death in both cases is undetermined because they say you can't assign a single manner of death for each of them because it was a combination of what they call incidental, self-imposed, and inflicted conditions. So I don't know how to process it exactly. It's written in language that it's not clear to me. That's how you talk on paper in the medical examiner's office, I guess. But
sure,
if you and I were talking about it, like in layman's terms,
right,
it'd probably be easier to understand what those things are. So hopefully we'll just get a little more insight today, because I don't like it when I don't understand.
Yeah, they said the investigation continues, so, right?
Yeah, they say that too, so I don't know what more they're going to determine. But anyway, so that was kind of the big story of the afternoon and evening. A lot of people were checking that story out. And then another story wasn't as widely read, but it was kind of interesting because the day before, we had a big sort of a SWAT police presence on Dutton Street, and they came out for reported gunfire, and the cops were out there, with their rifles and looking for trouble.
Wow.
Where's the trouble? They saw today. They said, or yesterday, they said they saw a guy on a roof with a long gun, and he said he grabbed his gun for protection. So they ended up not making any arrests and said they had no evidence of gunfire, and also that there was a report of fireworks. So it could be that there was this big show of SWAT and
Right.
all of that just for fireworks.
Dutton Street is such a small little street. It was a street that I used on my route to Chandler School when I was a kid.
Yeah, so it must have been really something to see all the SWAT out there. But anyway, that turns out it was probably nothing. And I guess that's better safe than sorry. I don't know what the answer to that is, but that's, again, I don't know. Maybe one of these days when there's nothing better to do, it would be interesting to talk to Chief Capano about under what circumstances do they deploy SWAT and special teams.
Right.
If I call and I hear, I'm sitting in my house, I got my cat on my lap, I hear boom, 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 and I'm like, oh my God, was that gunfire? And I call the police. I say, I think I heard gunfire.
Right. I
And
think
then
it
they
scares
send
everyone now, even if it is fireworks. You know what I mean?
and
You're
then
not
they-
sure.
Yeah, but then under what circumstance should they send out a cruiser first to see if there's any cause for alarm?
Yeah, I'm
And
sure
then-
there are protocols they
and I guess
use.
maybe that's what happened, but I don't know I don't know the procedure or how it all
Right.
went. Maybe they sent a cruiser out and then they saw a dude on the roof with a rifle, and then they locked it down. I don't know, but anyway, so that turned out to be more or less a false alarm, I suppose you would say.
Yeah.
And then the happy-go-lucky news of the day was we have a really adorable story about the 4 new little peregrine falcons who were hatched a couple weeks ago on top of Brady Sullivan Tower. We have little Poppy, little Wally, little Sassy, and little Sugar. And they're the 4 new little baby birds. Are only a couple weeks old, and they were banded yesterday. The mayor assisted in that, and they do this. There's a 19th batch of chicks that they've banded out there at Brady Sullivan Tower, and it's a really unique and unusual, sort of rare that of all the places in the world that peregrine falcons could nest, that they choose to do it in the city of the downtown area of Manchester. So it's a treat, and we got some beautiful
big-time
photos.
treat.
And we have a link to some videos of the actual banding process, and it's really, really sweet. They're funny looking little birds. They look like little piles of snow. They just look silly. They have their little fluff on. They haven't gotten their feathers yet, but
Right. Fluffy,
Yeah,
not
but-
stuffy.
a nice glimpse of nature.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Very-
Really.
Yeah, very neat. Then we also had an announcement. We got it yesterday that and I think this is due to some pressure from the public or maybe city officials, that the police are adding 3 officers to the foot patrol downtown starting June 1st. You're going to see Officer Stephen Irwin, Officer Barry Charest, and Officer Matthew Mara, and they will be working in pairs to patrol the downtown morning, noon, and night. So more police patrols to, as they say, it's already a safe place, but some quality of life issues have persisted, and so they want to make sure people feel that the police presence is strong.
Right. Not a bad idea. You mentioned the 3rd young man who's going to be patrolling Mara. Is he related to the former chief?
Yes, he is.
I had a feeling.
Yep. Yeah, he came on shortly before Chief Mara retired. Could have been around the same year.
Okay.
About 5 years ago. So I was there for his induction. What do you call it?
Swearing in.
Swearing in. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, that's very cool.
It is cool, and it's not the first time, and it's absolutely like such a tradition with police and firefighters in our city that it's a family business almost. You know,
Yeah, it becomes generational because they see how great it is to serve.
Well, and I think it's like also it's sort of like the way, you know, there's like doctors that run in the family or actually like musicians, you know, families. I think I'm willing to bet on some level that it's almost genetic, like that
I would tend to buy that. I would tend to believe that. Yeah.
That makes you want to be a cop. Although I also think it happens that, you know, somebody goes into it because their father or their grandfather did, and then they find out it's not such a good fit.
Yeah.
So
Really.
it's a little bit of both, but it's probably more nurture than nature. The idea of having a police officer father or something is probably like you grow up with that and then you just kind of carry it on.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just messaged Joe Lahr. I'm trying to get a hold of last night's Board of School Committee meeting because I was so busy with news and kind of just in my own world last night that I didn't realize there was a school board meeting last night. I guess they switched it because of the holiday from a Monday to a Tuesday.
Oh, so we don't want
to watch it. Well, I got somebody contacted me to ask me to write about the something that happened during the meeting, which was I guess some members of the school board wanted to ask the get the tax cap question on the ballot for this election, which is one way it can happen. The other way it can happen is by petition. And I think it came up at a Board of Aldermen meeting a couple months ago, and the Board of Aldermen voted it down pretty soundly. And I think the mayor shot it down last night. And, you know, I mean, just conversationally, I'll just say that I've heard people say there's political reasons why they don't want it on the ballot this election because I guess politically it's better not to have it on the ballot. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, like I said yesterday, I'm not that politically
right.
calculating, but I know there's strategic.
Now, what about the tax cap since it's already in place? What would the question on the ballot be?
It would be asking citizens if they want the tax cap or not, because if citizens voted that they don't want it they don't want a tax cap anymore, that could remove it.
Okay.
Right? And I think that the school board and some citizens and maybe even some aldermen feel the tax cap is too restrictive and has kept us from progressing with a budget that, you know, everybody every year it's like the talk is, well, you know, we got to stick to the tax cap. We can't overspend. And of course, there's a mechanism built into the tax cap where it can be overridden by I guess a sort of a majority vote or whatever.
10? Is it 10 votes?
Yeah. So there's a way around the tax cap if everybody agrees. And so those who are fiscally conservative would say, you know, we need a tax cap, but, you know, in an emergency situation, there's a way around it. Others would say the tax cap doesn't really, if you look historically, and I think our city assessor would even say, if you look historically at the tax cap, it doesn't really do what people think it does. Like people think it holds the line on spending and keeps money from flowing out of the city, but that's not really how it doesn't really function that way in the end. So the point of it, is it really even necessary to have it? And how does it constrain our spending on things that we really need as a city? So I'd like to see the Board of School Committee meeting from last night. And so I sent Joe a message and asked him, how can I get a bootleg copy?
A bootleg copy.
They don't, do they replay the meetings?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they'll replay them, but it takes time. I mean, those guys got lots. Those guys.
Very busy. Very, very busy here at Manchester Public Television.
Yeah, super busy.
Yes.
But you guys have a lot of stuff to process, you know, between live events,
meetings,
absolutely.
and pre-recorded shows that people do and all that. There's a lot of programming and stuff. So I get that. I know I'm not that special.
Oh, but, most definitely. You sure are special, Carol. Come on.
So Stefan's already talked about it. He said Alderman Long was correct in stating the tax cap really isn't a school board issue. He further mentioned that the negotiating team should be focused on bringing deals to the school board to approve that works for teachers and students regardless of tax cap.
Right.
Gerard
Absolutely.
LaHoo and Terrio seem to like to beat a dead horse.
Right. Of course.
Well, there it is. So anyway, on a larger scale, though, I mean, like I said, it did come up a couple months ago at a meeting that, a citizen said, can we please get it on the ballot so we can know if the people of Manchester really want this or not. And even though some aldermen have talked about getting rid of the tax cap, they pretty much voted it down. And I guess that leads some people to think that there's conspiracy or whatever.
Conspiracy,
so, I don't know.
of course.
Is there always not a conspiracy theory?
Right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With everything.
No.
With everything.
Everything. So maybe I'll work on that today. I have a big night though. Tonight is the New Hampshire Press Association awards dinner, and
Oh, outstanding.
yeah, we're just going. I'm taking some of my team, and we're just going to go enjoy the camaraderie. I didn't really enter any stories into the contest this year because I'm not a big contest person, and it takes time to do that, and I just came up, kind of took me by
Right.
surprise this year. But I did enter.
What's on the menu, though?
I don't even know. I hope it's something good. But I did enter the Inklink for general excellence in online news, which I don't really have a lot of competition. So I'm hoping to walk away with at least a little piece of paper saying that I'm doing a fine job. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like everybody gets a prize, right? No. But I mean, anytime an organization gets together to pat itself on the back for stuff, I get a little bit jaded, but I do think it's important to do your best work at all times. And
That's
hey,
right.
if somebody recognizes that, why not? So I'm mostly just going to be part of the fun and to kind of just be a presence to say, hey, we're here. The Inklink is part of the New Hampshire. We are a proud member of the Press Association. And I think that, 5 or 10 years ago, it wasn't possible or even heard of for an independent news outlet like the Inklink to be included in that group of
Right. Very
professionals.
true. Very true.
There was sort of an exclusivity about, we're the established media and we are the people who, we're the bosses of the news, the news here in New Hampshire, but everything's changed. And so for that reason alone, and the fact that it's my 5th year, celebrating my 5th year doing this crazy thing.
Where is the dinner tonight?
It's at St. Anselm Institute of Politics.
Oh, okay. La-ti-da.
Yeah. And it's sold out. So that's great.
That's great.
So I can't wait to just kind of.
What time does that start?
I think the cocktail hour starts at 5:30, and then the dinner probably starts at like 6:15, and then
Okay.
and then the drunk people will be thrown out, and then they'll have a word.
Right. You got to love that cocktail hour.
Yeah, cocktail hour. So, but yeah, so I have to prepare for that. And I have a doctor appointment this morning, so I got to do that.
Oh, doctor's appointment. Is everything okay, Carol?
Everything is okay as it's going to be for an old women like me. But
Easy with the old talk.
Right. Daryl's older than you.
I know it's relative.
It is relative.
They put me on this blood pressure medicine a couple years ago. Reluctantly, I said okay because I don't do anything healthy, and then I sit in a chair all day when I'm not running around, but I don't get proper exercise, and
Right.
I sit there like, what was that movie about, like the future where people just sit in chairs and they can't even walk anymore? It was like a cartoon movie, but it was like somebody out there knows the name of it.
That sounds
It was
horrible.
like
Yeah,
was
I don't
like a-
know. You have to sit in a
It's
chair.
like a Pixar movie or something where in the future everybody like sat in these chairs and there was no, like, humans didn't know how to be human beings anymore. They were just kind of
Right.
like used to Anyway, that's kind of how I feel most of the time. So I ended up with high blood pressure. So they put me on these drugs, which I don't even know if they help because I don't check my blood pressure. But in order to get a refill now, I've run out of my blood pressure pills, and to get a refill, I have to go back.
You're talking about, I'm sorry, you're talking about the movie Wall-E.
There you go, Wall-E, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's
I
how
think I've heard of that.
My life is like Wall-E, yeah.
Right.
So,
Thank you, Michael Albert.
Thank you, Michael Albert. Because my kids watched it, but I never really watched it. I just got the gist of it, and I realized, it wasn't that funny because that, reflected my life. But anyway, so I got to go get scolded by the doctor for being too fat, being too sedentary, having high blood pressure.
Don't you love hearing that crap?
Yeah, I don't want to go. I absolutely do not want to go, but it's like they're holding me hostage if I don't go.
Exactly. So you can't get the pills unless you go, right?
Yeah, they're not going to give me the life-saving pills unless I go. And then once I go, they're going to make me feel bad for how I live. It's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah, you don't need to get slapped around at the doctor, really.
Right.
What I really need is to get my stuff together. I need to get focus on myself a little and take care of myself. But it's really not that.
It's not easy,
fun.
Carol. It's not easy, and you know what? It's definitely not fun.
Yeah, not fun, and I got other stuff that I find to be more exciting. So I like to do what I do, So, I am a little bit of a, I'm stubborn, I guess, is part of it. I know I am. I know I'm stubborn, and I don't want to be that way. So I'm trying to do better.
Don't be like that anymore.
But the thing was, I kept saying, I'm going to call the doctor, make an appointment. I'm going to call the doctor, make an appointment. And I kept counting my pills. I got like 2 left. Okay, I got like 2 more days, And then I guess CVS called the doctor to say they were trying to automatically refill my prescription, and it wouldn't go.
They said no?
So then, yeah, because the doctor has been sending me letters like every month. Please make an appointment, like actual letters. So yesterday, the doctor's office called me, and unexpectedly, and I'm like, oh, hey, doctor, and they're like, doctor's office, and they're like, we need you to come in. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And they said, can you come tomorrow morning? And I'm like, really? Like, I didn't expect that. I thought I would have a good 2 or 3 weeks,
or even a month.
Generally speaking, you would, yeah.
To give up all my vices, to get healthy again.
Takes more than a couple of weeks, Carol.
Well,
takes a long time.
I thought I could do better. So this is the story of my existence. It's a sad little story, but it's mine. And so I got to do that this morning. So wish me luck, everybody.
Well,
and then
we wish you luck.
I also get that white coat syndrome, if you know what I mean. I get so anxious about getting my blood pressure taken that it always is high. Anyway,
that's not unusual at all. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it's also happened to, I know it's hard to believe, but it's happened to me too, guys.
Yeah, I know.
It's the anxiety.
Yeah, it's the anxiety. So then that makes it look like I'm even in worse shape than I really am.
Right.
But you're not. You're not.
We'll be back in 15 minutes. You need to calm down, miss.
Right. So anyway, so speaking of that, yeah, after I hang up, I'm going to meditate for like an hour.
Right.
Then I'm going to exercise for like an hour. And then I'm going to do everything I can think of to appear healthier than I am when I get there. So that's
appearances can be deceiving, Carol.
That's right.
I know.
Don't judge a book by its cover is the lesson of the day.
What am I trying to avoid? Am I trying to avoid embracing the fact that I am?
This is what's going to happen. You're going through all this right now, and then at the end of your visit to the doctors today, they'll be, all right, you're looking pretty good, and you're going to walk out of there happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel good that you went. You're like, I went to the doctor today. I don't have to go back there for whenever.
I'll report back tomorrow, but I'm always a worst case scenario type. My worst case scenario is that I'm going to walk in there and take my blood pressure.
We got a room ready for you at the hospital.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's going to be like blood pressure 911.
We're keeping you overnight.
Oh my God, get this woman in a room before she implodes.
Right.
And then I'll be reporting live from the Elliott Hospital. So.
No.
No,
hang in there, Carol. Just hang in there.
Oh, I am. I absolutely will. Don't worry about that. That's my intention. It's hard to, they'd have to catch me first, to be honest, if they wanted to keep me. I can still run pretty good for at least a minute.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I gave me a little bit of a head start anyway.
All right. Well, listen, good luck at the doctor today. We're rooting for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate it.
And we'll check in with you tomorrow morning.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Bye,
All
Carol.
right, Carol, you have fun tonight. Good luck.
I will. All right.
All right, Carol Robideau, Manchester Inklink, where everything in Manchester connects. You can find out what's going on around town at manchesterinklink.com.
The morning show is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 171 Londonderry Turnpike in Hooksett. They serve all your big and small business needs: employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600. On the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
WMNH 95.3 FM. Good morning, Manchester.
As soon as he wakes up in the morning, he blinks.
All right, we are back here. It is Hump Day, Wednesday morning, Manchester. It's the morning show coming at you live on 95.3 FM WMNH on a dank, dismal Wednesday morning. But don't worry, folks. It's going to be a great day.
Absolutely.
We have 48 degrees and a bit, like I said, a bit damp out there, a bit moist.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not as moist as that muffin, though.
No, I ate both of them, man. I ate both of them. They were delicious.
I'm glad I brought two.
Thank you. I know. Thank you, Samantha. And, all right, 250-6007. And, Darryl, we were talking also earlier about Mount Everest.
Oh.
Right? Now, this has you rattled a little bit.
A little bit. It was a little disconcerting. I saw the news story, and, you know, when it popped up, all you could see was a caravan of people on the face of Mount Everest, and I'm going.
They're going up or down?
Up. They're going up.
Right.
But sadly, I don't see a lot of movement in that.
Very slow going. Very slow going at the top of Everest.
And the fact that there was a traffic jam is injurious to the people waiting to reach the summit, because at that height, at 28,000 feet, there ain't a lot of air, folks.
Right. 28,000 feet. That's crazy.
Oxygen is at a premium, and sadly, I hate to report that this year, 11 people have passed attempting to scale Mount Everest.
Why do people do it?
Because it's there.
Right. Is it a bucket list thing? Is it
you know
something?
What? That's entirely possible.
Because you really have to be an outdoor guy and know what you're doing if you're going to climb Mount Everest.
From what I've seen, the people that are attempting it are well prepared and well equipped, so you know they know what's going on. But you couldn't possibly imagine your climb to the summit would be basically stopped in mid hike because of the large amount of people trying to do the same thing.
Right.
And the air, which is not, if you don't have an oxygen tank, you're gone.
Right.
Forget it. And 11 people have died
this year alone.
This year. Yeah.
Wow.
Way different than back in the day of Sir Edmund Hillary in 1952 when he scaled it with a Sherpa.
Right.
There was them two, as far as I can recall.
They were the first known people to do that.
Yes.
See,
now
I couldn't do that. I told you.
Oh.
You were telling me the story last night, and I said, I don't know. I have a hard time with Mount Washington.
Absolutely.
And that's just a little over a mile in the sky.
I'll be attempting that this year.
I know that's what you said.
Yeah.
You're going to attempt to do this. Now, are you going to walk up the auto road or something, or are you going through the woods?
I have no idea. I'm going to go. We're taking some folks with me.
Really?
And Dan Chesney turns out to be a great friend, a tremendous author.
Author with his book that came out.
The White Mountain.
The White Mountain.
Exactly.
That's right.
So I'm gonna try to do it this year. We're gonna see how the season shakes out.
I can already see how it's going to go with you guys when you're going up the mountain. Dan, can you slow down? Dan, can we take a break? Can we just take a break for a second?
Quite possibly.
Right. Does anyone have any water?
Yeah, really.
Is there a stream around here we can drink out of?
I'm really looking forward to it.
My back hurts.
Yeah, really.
Right.
All of it.
Right.
Absolutely all of it.
I'll wait here. You guys go up. Get me on the way down.
I'm just going to ask people that I believe are physically able to accomplish it.
Right.
I'm not going to, put the gun to anybody's head to join us. Right. Ben, probably, Samantha, Ashley, myself.
Right.
You're welcome to join us.
You're not bringing Easy G?
No, definitely not.
Right. Because that might not be good for his feet.
It would definitely not be good
You
for
might
his
have to
feet.
carry him.
And that ain't happening.
Yeah. He can be your, what do you call it, a Sherpa?
Sure. I think that's what they call it.
Right. Wow. So, you get to go up the mountain like that, huh?
I'm looking forward to it.
And do you have to walk down, or is someone going to be waiting for you?
Oh, nobody's waiting.
You have to walk. So, okay, let's go, guys. We're here. Okay, top of the mountain. Let's go back down before it gets dark.
It's going to be fun. I can't say conclusively if it's going to happen this year.
Okay.
Some things have to happen. I got to get, back to my physicality.
Yeah, this won't be way till maybe August or September.
Probably October.
October.
Maybe
you better bring a sweater.
Yeah, most definitely.
Some of the most dangerous weather is up there on Mount Washington.
And apparently it changes at a moment's notice.
Right.
The higher you get.
I told you about my and I think I've told everyone out there about when I was 13 years old, my Uncle Jack brought me to climb Mount Washington with my cousin Leah and her friend. And we did it. It was the four of us. And I'm telling you, that's a mountain.
And, the interesting part of that story is it was a sleepover.
Yeah, I did. We went up past the tree line, built some tents and a fire, and hung out.
Cool.
But, I don't know. It was windy, and it was, I think I was afraid of snakes or something. I don't know. I was afraid of everything a kid could be afraid of.
Sure.
But it was a thing. I never did it again. I never slept on Mount Washington again, but I have slept on it.
But you have
on the rock,
done it.
On the way past the tree line, like I said, where it's all pretty much rock.
Right.
Yeah, right. Well, it was something. But I was 13, and I had this big heavy backpack on, and it bruised my back because it was one of those backpacks that had a frame.
Right, right.
And I was just a skinny, tall kid, really, with a mullet.
With a mullet.
going up the mountain. And I just couldn't wait for it. Just when you think you're at the end of climbing, it's just a whole other ball.
It just never ends.
Right. I felt like we went around the mountain 3 times instead of just going straight up.
Do you remember how long it took?
All day?
All day, yeah.
Yeah, but there are different trails, too, like for your hiking
pleasure.
This one seemed like, extreme.
Right.
This one was extreme.
And you hear things like Tuckerman's Ravine. I don't want to fall in there.
Right. That's one place you don't want to fall.
No. So it'll be exciting. And we're going to get, we got a long time to plan it.
Right. Slow down, Dan. We need to take a rest. Because Dan Chesney is probably going to be, come on, guys, let's go.
He may have done it several times.
I got another tour coming. I'm coming back up today. Right?
No, we're going to be the only one.
Oh, boy. But, yeah.
Although
that's one of those memories I have of when I was 13 of a good one, good learning experience, I guess.
Exactly. And you survived it.
I learned not to climb Mount Washington again.
Absolutely.
Right. I haven't been back.
Even as an adult.
I haven't been back.
I've never been, so it's going to be exciting.
It's right up north.
Yeah, I understand that.
Have you ever seen?
Never gone that far north.
Right. Oh, really? Yeah, just up past the lakes region. It's a big mountain.
Oh, I think I'm going to be in deep doo-doo.
It's a big mountain. It's a little over 1 mile high.
Oof.
Let's take this call. Good morning. You are on the air.
Hey, guys. This is Ashley.
Oh,
Good
hey,
morning.
Ashley. Good morning.
How you feeling, Ash?
Good morning. Hi. I just caught your conversation where Darryl is signing us up to climb Mount Washington.
Yes, you will be there.
Okay.
Right.
Well, the funny story is I actually did climb Mount Washington in junior high, right around the same age as Peter was.
Okay.
That's
So-
great.
I did. I know what we're in for, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to pull it off, Darryl.
Right.
I'm a little nervous about this idea.
It's a theory, so we're going to see how things progress, and I'll be having conversations with the victims. I mean, the people that I want to join me.
Well, the key to making
Okay.
the key to making it to the top, from what I understand, is a great energy source is the zucchini muffin.
Oh, absolutely. The chocolate zucchini muffins are going to be a major fuel source for us.
Right.
No doubt about it.
That's definitely going to happen.
We'll make Ben carry those.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I got to head into work, but I just wanted to let you know I'm fully aware of this commitment, and we need to start planning now, Darryl.
You need to
We
train.
should be hiking now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
you need to
right.
train.
We got to train. We got to build up our stamina.
Oh. The ball,
Well, we'll
the
see how it
ball
goes.
is in your court.
Right.
All right. We'll
Okay.
start planning something. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks,
All right.
Ashley.
Thank you so much. Wow. Fantastic.
I didn't know that she climbed it at the same time you did, same age.
Right. But maybe, well, it was a different time, though. Probably,
yes,
Right.
yeah.
'Cause she's a little younger than me.
A lot younger. Come on.
Right. I know. So we didn't do it on the same day.
No.
She wasn't
no,
on
no.
top of the mountain the same day I was.
Waving you up.
Right. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just remember it taking a long time. To the point where you get kind of sick of it. And then there's the new, when you get out of the woods, it's great because you can see everything.
Right, right,
Except everything is all rock.
right. Was it buggy?
No, because it was
Good.
windy that night.
Okay.
Couldn't even bear hard to light a fire that night. But my
Wow.
Uncle Jack, being a survivalist,
He pulled
managed
it
to
off.
do it and make some sort of brothy chicken broth.
It was edible?
Yeah, I think so. I had some. We had some snacks, some nuts, some granola bars.
Well, you're on the mountain. You got to have that stuff.
Right. But again, I've never went back. And that's fine.
Yeah. I think we're going to, I think I'll side with Ashley here. Well, it's definitely something we're going to need to plan and look into deeply before, we make any commitment.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm pretty psyched.
You don't want to twist your ankle.
No.
No, you twist your ankle, you're done.
Gone.
If you're going to twist your ankle, do it at the beginning.
Right.
Not in the middle.
No.
Because otherwise, they're going to have to, yeah.
I'm pretty, I'm pretty steady on my feet.
Yeah, but that's a very twisted trail up on Mount Washington.
It's starting to scare me.
Right. It eats people alive.
Oof.
But you're gonna have you're gonna have Dan Chesney though talking it's almost like having John Clayton in Manchester. You have Dan Chesney on the mountain.
Absolutely.
He's not gonna shut up about it.
Absolutely. He's the guide of the year.
No, really. Very good. So you brought in some of your movie stuff here that you've been working on, I understand.
Well, yeah, I'm done working on it. Where
Right.
I've
4 hours was enough.
At the completion of it. Yeah,
4
what?
hours.
It only took that long because I was having difficulty writing. My writing
Well,
skills.
I thought we were
have,
getting these printed up.
Well, if I had a computer, I would have been able to pull.
Do you
it
have a
off.
printer?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. And you have a computer.
Inoperative.
Right. Okay. All right.
I got to work on that.
Right. Is Ben good with computers?
I think so.
Why don't you ask him?
No.
You don't want him getting in on your computer? Why not?
He'll take it over.
Oh, right. Right. Oh, you don't
No, he
want
won't.
this? You don't want this? I'll take it, Dad.
Oh, you know what? I just noticed I do have one feel-good story.
You have a feel good. I could go for feeling good.
Absolutely.
All right.
We got this gentleman in Atlanta who a postman who was on the job for 35 years in Atlanta, recently retired, and always wanted to go to Hawaii. But as a postman, I'm sure he didn't make a ton
I
of
would
money.
love to go to Hawaii.
Oh, you and me both.
Have you ever been?
Nope, Samantha has.
Really?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
So-
That's where I want to go.
Me too. And this guy is going. His neighbors, all the people that he delivered mail to over the last 35 years, did a GoFundMe thing.
Oh.
And they were going to stop at $5,000. They reached $32,800 for his trip to Hawaii.
Right. Now he lives there. He bought a
Now
little
we can
bungalow.
move there, no problem.
Yeah, he bought a little bungalow with
What
all
a
that
great,
money.
Great story. You know.
Wow. Hawaii. I would dig it. I really think I would.
I would, I think.
Yeah, but you got to go for 2 weeks. Can't go for a week. You're going to go that far away.
Absolutely.
You
It
gotta
takes
go
you
for-
forever to get there.
Right. Takes you about 2 weeks to get over to Hawaii.
I understand.
Why don't
from-
we skip Mount Washington
Yeah,
and go
just
to
right
Hawaii?
I got to try Mount Washington first.
Right. In Hawaii, though, I mean, wow, would you try surfing?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, you wouldn't get out there? You wouldn't get out there and surf? Does anyone know that famous movie from the 80s? It was called, what was it called? John Manning and I used to, it's like a cult classic, North Shore.
Was it North Shore?
There's a movie called North Shore about a guy from Arizona that wins a surfing competition and gets to go to Hawaii to do, surf in the big dance, like the Billabong surf competition or whatever.
He's
yeah.
from Arizona?
Yeah, Rick Kane, I think's his name. Is it Rick Kane? Ryan Gorman would know this too. And his friend Turtle. And it's great. It's a great like movie with a lot of lines. A lot of fun lines to say.
Yeah. So
it was a real bomb, though.
Was it? I never heard of it.
The movie was a real bomb. I think Trapper John, the guy who played him in Trapper John M.D., was in the movie. Not the Trapper John, but his assistant. Yeah, I can't even remember.
I can't either.
Right, that's how crappy the movie was, but it was good. It's right up there with Grease 2 in my book. In my book.
You got a very interesting
North
book.
Shore. It's a good one. It's about soul surfing. Not hot dogging. Yeah.
I'd rather have a hot dog.
Right. All right. So, okay, Darryl, I think I'm ready to take this on. I knew Matt Cushane wasn't coming in today because he probably was, up late last night celebrating.
Whoa, on the event, yes,
Right.
yes. What do we want to do, songs or movies?
I like songs. Do you like songs?
Sure.
I'm in the mood for some songs.
Okay.
We could always switch back, right? Tomorrow on the show, I think Scumpy will be back.
Really?
Well, we think he is. I haven't talked to him since last Thursday. All right, Darryl, what are you doing there? Some research?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it together here.
Okay, we'll get it together here. It's
think I
Wednesday.
got
It's hump day.
I think I got it.
See, Michael Albert thinks you have to be in marathon shape to climb Mount Washington. You may have to be. Not marathon shape.
I don't think so.
Marathon shape is crazy.
But you got to be in some kind of shape, but not marathon shape is really that's a whole other ballgame.
Right.
I mean, really.
Well, don't they have a race to the top of Mount Washington?
I think they may. They may. I won't be participating.
Yeah,
in
who
that
wants
one.
to do that?
No.
I don't even want to. I don't want to do that. Okay, Darryl, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm never ready.
All right, you can play along at home. Darryl's gonna. These games are fantastic, Darryl. You worked really hard on this.
Well, I did, and as I'm working hard on it, I'm realizing how ridiculous it is.
It's not really that ridiculous.
Well, I stopped it at 1990, and I thought that might be a good place to stop. But
Okay.
I think I could have gone on to the
Yeah, the 90s you could have gone on and then stop at
Said
2000.
Yeah,
Right.
I could have done that,
The cutoff.
but I didn't.
Well, that would have taken you another hour.
Yes.
All right. I don't think I'm in marathon shape. I actually, no.
No.
I don't even think I'm climbing Mount Washington shape.
What a marathon? Is it 26.2?
Yeah, it's something. It's over.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, it is. I don't even want to drive that far.
I mean, I used to run 5 miles a day, and I thought that was long.
Right.
26.2.
Right. It's
Okay,
like-
what year do you want to start with? Keeping in mind the Grammy winning songs and nominees
Okay.
begin at 1960. So pick a
Well,
year.
let's start in 1970.
You want to
The
start
year,
in
didn't we
1970?
already do these?
We may have.
Did we do 1970?
We may have.
Yeah.
but
I don't know. Let's try this.
Okay.
Let's try this.
The Grammy nominated songs
In 1970.
1970. Spinning Wheel, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
See, I don't like that song.
If I could read these, it'd be a little bit better. Raindrops Keep Falling on Your Brain.
Okay, I think we did this one.
Did we?
Yeah, we may have to. I think we did the songs.
Okay.
These sound familiar to me. What's the next one?
The next year?
No, the next,
the next
song
song.
for 1970.
Okay. games people play.
Yeah, see, we've done this. I forget what it is, though.
Yeah.
So,
Want to go to 80?
we can go to 80. Did we do all the music? Well, that one sucked, Darryl.
Yeah. I told you.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
After the Love Has Gone by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
This is 1980?
1980.
Okay, great year.
Chuck E. is in Love.
Oh,
by Ricky Lee.
I like that song.
Honesty, Billy Joel.
Okay, we've done this one too, I think.
And What a Fool Believes.
It's Honesty by Billy Joel.
You are incorrect. What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Thanks, man.
Good morning.
Oh, hi. Hi, who's this?
It's Bill from Bill's Donuts.
Bill, what's going on?
No. It's Paulie C.
Oh,
How you doing?
Oh, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
It's Paulie C.
Yay. So how you doing? We're playing.
Good. I'm on the other side of the apartment right now, and I hear the faint, vague, like trivia going on. I don't hear definitely that's what's going on, but is that what's going on? Music trivia?
Well, we're trying to do something here, but I'm glad you called because we're not sure if we did these already.
Okay.
So we're in that predicament. So let's we're going to go to the best nominated songs 1981.
Oh, jeez. Crap.
You ready?
All right.
You ready, Paulie?
Well, kind of. I'm not in front of my computer.
Well, that's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
We got Fame, Irene Cara.
I'm going to live forever.
The Rose.
Right.
Bette Midler.
Oh, The Rose.
Lady, Kenny Rogers.
Oh, Lady.
New York, New York, Sinatra. And Sailing, Christopher Cross.
I'm locked in. I am locked in.
What do you think, Paulie?
I'm going to say... I'm going to say The Rose by Bette Midler.
Peter?
I'm going to go with Sailing, Christopher Cross.
Yeah, that was my next
Take Me
choice.
Away.
Correct. Christopher Cross, Sailing.
Would you like to try again, Paul?
Yeah. No, that was going to be my next choice, but I was kind of stuck between the moon and New York City between that and Midler. But.
Sailing, Take Me Away. It's such a good one.
It's a good tune.
It is a good record. The whole record's good. That has Ride Like the Wind on it, too.
Yes. Excellent.
Do you like to ride like the wind, Darryl?
Not generally.
Okay.
Okay, we got 1982.
All right, 1982. I was 12.
Sophomore in high school.
Author's Theme, Christopher Cross.
Oh, boy.
Endless Love, Diana Ross, Lionel Richie. Just the Two of Us, Bill Withers. And Betty Davis Eyes, Kim Carnes.
Oh, boy. I'm going to go. I'll say it first this time. I'm going to go with Kim Carnes, Betty Davis Eyes.
I'm going with the same thing.
Oh, she's got Betty Davis eyes.
And she does. That's the winner.
All right. All right, just an update. Dan Chesney, good morning in the Facebook Live room. He says, what? He just tuned in. Is Darryl hiking Mount Washington? You better, he said, go Darryl, but start hydrating now. So I don't think he's going. I don't think Dan's going with you, Darryl.
I'm gonna get him to come.
Okay.
I'm not sure how, but we're going to try it.
All right, Paul, you want to do one more?
Yes, please.
I love it when you talk like that in the radio voice.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right, then. Paulie C, you'll go first this time.
All right.
Okay, 1983.
1983. Okay. Great year. That's the year I climbed Mount Washington.
Ebony and Ivory. Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney.
All right.
Roseanne. Toto.
Ooh. I believe it's called Rosanna.
Rosanna?
Yeah.
You're right. I missed the A.
Rosanna, Rosanna.
Absolutely.
Never thought that a girl like you.
Eye of the Tiger. Survivor.
Well, yeah.
Always on My Mind. Willie Nelson.
Damn. Can you say the first two again?
Ebony and Ivory.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney. Rosanna. Toto.
All right, Rosanna. I'm going to go with Oh, go ahead, Paul.
And what were the second two?
Rosanna by Toto and Eye of the Tiger, Survivor.
It's the dream of the fight, Paulie
right.
C. You're the last known survivor.
I'm going to go with
Oh, boy.
Rosanna.
You're going to go with Rosanna.
Toto.
What do you say? I say Rosanna also.
All right. Always on My Mind, Willie Nelson.
Well, in my mind, it's Rosanna.
Of course.
Exactly.
All right, that's enough of that. Paul, should we do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay.
All right.
We'll go with 1984.
1984, Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr.
The winner. No, I'm kidding.
What a dumb song that is.
Well, wasn't that primarily done for the movie?
Totally ripped off.
Ripped off from Huey Lewis in the News.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we've got All Night Long, Lionel Richie.
You got that right.
We've got Beat It, Michael Jackson.
Well.
Billie Jean, Michael Jackson.
Oh, jeez.
And Every Breath You Take.
Michael Jackson.
Sting.
Jeez. I know this one, Paulie. I'm going to have to say Every Breath You Take.
Oh, boy. Well, just for entertainment's sake, Peter, I'm going to go against the grain, against you.
Don't do it.
And go, well, I was going to pick that one, but I'm going to go with Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr.
It's not one of the possibilities.
What is it? So it's not Ray Parker Jr.?
No.
Is it I Want a New Drug?
No.
Is it is it Every Breath You Take?
Every Breath You Take. Absolutely.
All right.
All right, it's about all I need of that. Good one. Paul, do we have time for one more?
We do have time for one more.
All righty.
All right, Darryl, lay it on us.
1985. Moving right along.
Okay, 1985.
Against All Odds.
Oh.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins owned the 80s.
Oof. Hello.
He did.
Lionel Richie. Hello.
Oh, hello.
I Just Called to Say I Love You.
Hate that song.
Stevie Wonder.
I never have to hear that song again in my life.
And What's Love Got to Do with It?
Ooh.
Tina Turner.
Ooh. All right. All right. I think I got this. Okay. Paulie C?
I'm going to go with Tina Turner.
What's love got to do with it? Okay, I also go with that. And I'm not saying it because Paulie said it. I just think that's the answer.
You don't have to explain yourself.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
The winner.
It's a jazzy
Great
little
tune.
tune.
Great
Yeah.
tune. Really a great tune.
All right, Paulie C. Well, I'm sure you don't want to do another one. You've had enough.
Well, we could do one more.
Okay, let's do one more, Darryl. One more. See,
Nope.
Paul wants to play.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
I'm in it to play. I'm in it to win it.
All right, Darryl, you're up.
Okay.
What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it.
Okay, we'll go in 1986. Money for Nothing, Dire Straits.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boys. Can't even read.
Boys of Summer, Don Henley.
Thank you. Every Time You Go Away,
Paul Young.
This guy's good. And We Are the World, a whole bunch of folks.
All right. I think I know this one. Paulie, do you want to...
I do too.
Really? You think you know?
I think I know.
All right. You want me to say it first?
You can go first.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I say We Are the World.
Really?
And I said We Are the World.
We Are the World.
All right. I'm going with Mark Knopfler and the gang.
No, you're not. Don't do it, Paul.
You're saying it?
Don't do it.
Going with Money for Nothing.
Don't do it.
Dire Straits.
It's not that one.
We Are the World.
It's We Are the World.
Dan Aykroyd and the gang.
Aykroyd, yeah, he was there. He
Yeah.
was there. Jeez.
Yeah. Dan Aykroyd.
I think you got to ask yourself who wasn't there. That's how many people were there.
Prince wasn't there.
No?
Prince wasn't there. He wouldn't do it.
Really?
He just wouldn't do it.
I don't think Motley Crue was there. Were they there?
Probably not.
Who makes the funniest faces in that video?
I don't know. Who? Boy George?
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh yes, that's true. He does actually.
He makes he. It's like he's going to the bathroom while he's singing.
Not a good look.
No.
Maybe he was.
One of my favorite parts is when Cyndi Lauper goes, wow, 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 wow. You know, like, that's a good one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, she's great.
I do know, yes. Well, the video was on every 15 minutes back in the 80s, so yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was great for its time. It was a big deal. I probably caught it. Remember? Do you remember the local TV station V66?
Yes, Video 66.
Right.
Yeah.
There comes a time
when you heed a certain call,
when the world must come together as one.
So good. If you don't hear it for a while and you hear it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, a long time.
Sure, kind of like it's a nerve.
Right. That's when Kenny Rogers looked like Kenny Rogers. And Paul Simon looked like a 13-year-old kid.
Uh-huh.
All right, Paulie C. Well, listen, you have a wonderful day at work.
Well, what was the answer?
Oh, it's We Are the World.
We Are the World.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I lost?
Yes, Paul. The game is over.
Oh, crap.
Sorry, buddy. Your day will get better.
All right. Speaking of losing, I'm off to work.
All right. See you later, Paulie C. Paulie C, everybody.
See you, Paul.
Very nice. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
Good morning, Manchester. Here's Peter White.
Well, I got We Are the World on my mind now. That's right.
Yeah, maybe I hadn't talked to Dan to tell him what I had planned.
Right. You didn't tell him that he was going with you guys?
Apparently not.
That's all right. Maybe he doesn't remember.
Maybe.
He talks to a lot of people.
Yes, he does.
But I could see that. That would be a fun ride, a fun trip up the mountain with Dan.
Yeah. Just got to talk him into it.
Right. Well, maybe he could, like, for charity, auction off some time, like John Clayton did, for $300 or $350.
Yeah, right.
Right? Michael Albert says, two of the worst songs ever are Do They Know It's Christmas and We Are the World. I don't know. I like them both.
Were they recorded in the same year?
Oh, just about. I think Do They Know It's Christmas came out before We Are the World.
Okay.
But there's a ton of people in We Are the World.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this. Okay, who's that?
It sounded like Springsteen.
No, that wasn't Springsteen. Springsteen, no, this is I'm going to give you he's going to do another line.
Okay.
All right.
Kenny Rogers?
That is Kenny Rogers, correct.
All right.
Wow, you're good at this. This is a new game.
All right, I like it.
Who's that?
Ooh.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
James Ingram.
Ooh, it's either that or Jeffrey Osborne.
Jeffrey Osborne. That was my second choice.
Okay. Yes. Okay, guess who? Now, here's an easy one. We've talked about this one already this morning.
Sounds like Tina Turner.
It is Tina Turner.
All right.
Followed by this guy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was Billy Joel. All right, I'm not going to do this through the whole song, folks. Okay, don't worry. I promise. But you cannot play this song without this epic chorus from a guy named Michael Jackson. He wasn't even there.
He wasn't there?
No, he recorded this. Yeah.
Oh, he piped it in?
All right, who's that?
Sounds like Diana Ross.
It is Diana.
All right.
Cyndi Lauper is going to be coming in pretty soon. Oh, here comes Dionne Warwick.
Pretty distinctive voice.
Willie Nelson.
I love Willie.
He's probably so high there, too.
Might be a little high. Playing golf in his Texas ranch.
Here's Bruce. All right, that's enough for me. That's
Great
enough.
tune, though. Great tune.
It's enough for me. I mean, he just sings it like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a Bruce Springsteen. I don't mind Bruce Springsteen.
No, he's fine.
But, I mean, this is some serious constipation. Yeah, Kenny Loggins. No thanks.
No.
Well, you know what? I think after Danger Zone, I think that was like, okay, enough Kenny Loggins.
Yeah. Didn't he do the soundtrack for...
Yeah, I'm All Right.
Caddyshack? Caddyshack, yeah. I
Yes.
couldn't think of it. Yeah.
But then he also did the soundtrack of, I don't know, Over the Top, the arm wrestling movie.
Oh, with Sylvester Stallone?
Right.
That's horrible.
I think he had a song also called Meet Me Halfway Across the Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danger Zone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was all done with Kenny.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the show here. All right. So, yeah, We Are the World. I don't know. I remember when it came out. I was a young guy. Yeah.
What year was that?
1985, I would say. 84, 85.
Oh, yeah, I had it right here.
Right. And when they had that great big Live Aid thing is when they had that concert over in England at Wembley Stadium.
And in Philadelphia, correct?
That's right.
And didn't Phil Collins perform at both?
Phil Collins performed at both. You're correct. The only guy to get on a plane and do both. He got on a Concorde.
It was the Concorde that got him here.
And you can't do that anymore.
No, you can't.
But
Did they stop running those?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
So, but he came over and he came over. He either came over here or I forget how it went, but he played with Robert Plant, Jimmy Page.
Oof.
You know, like
serious concert.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
Serious.
They
stuff.
did Led Zeppelin songs.
I think they went and they performed. Was it Wembley Stadium in England?
Yes, Wembley, which is not there anymore.
Another one gone.
Right. Even in that footage in the Queen Freddie Mercury movie, that is all fabricated.
Oh, okay.
That is not the real Wembley Stadium.
Jeez. When did they demolish that?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't either.
Probably after Live Aid.
Right. Immediately.
Right.
So
no, but
Collins gets on the Concorde,
right.
Flies to Philly.
Yeah, he played drums for
Yes.
Led Zeppelin. And he doesn't even play the drums anymore because his hands or whatever.
Yeah.
Phil Collins is a guy. I always dug him.
Good stuff.
I always dug him. Let's take this call. Good morning. It's Wednesday. You're on the air.
Hi, it's me again. He he played in England, then he came over to America, and he broke a Guinness World Record for doing that.
Oh, really?
Wow.
A Guinness World
Playing
Record.
on 2 continents
Okay.
in one 24-hour period. Okay,
Nice.
that's it. That's all. I didn't want to bother you again.
Not a bother,
Okay.
Paulie.
Well, it kind of was. You kind of. But no, he I get it. So that's
I
what
didn't know it
happened.
was a Guinness record. Wow.
I wonder, he must still have that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think?
They don't take that away.
Well, I mean,
Unless
what if
somebody else
someone-
does it.
Right.
And nobody's doing it.
Which makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't know, but I watched that day.
Yeah, me too.
And I watched it on it because it was on regular TV, but it was MTV covered it great.
Oh, yeah.
They really did. You got to see they went back and forth to England. I mean, you saw the great Queen, one of the greatest performances by the band Queen ever, they say. Also, U2, the band U2, which was an infant as far as bands go.
Right.
They did their epic song "Bad," and it was like 12 minutes long. And they made a statement at Live Aid also.
Yes, they did.
But what else from Live
I
Aid?
think Freddie Mercury is probably I want to say one of the best front men ever.
Maybe. Like now, the rumor for that Live Aid at the end of it, that you thought the rumor was Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr, and Julian Lennon, because he was actually in the limelight back then because he had a couple of records that were on the charts.
Right.
And that was going to be the thing that ended Live Aid, and it didn't happen. It was just a jam.
Yeah,
it was just a big jam. I don't know. Tom Petty was there. You have a hard time believing Tom Petty's gone?
I do.
I do
It
too.
seems like he was just here. I mean,
Right.
Just gone.
Right.
And I just watched a movie that he. I don't know if he did the whole musical score, but in the movie Larry Crown,
Okay.
Tom Hanks' venture, his music was in that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Wow. Hey, let's say good morning to our friend Chrissy Cantor up at Chill Spa. Good morning to you. She loves all the music and fun. Jeff Lorenz, we all know him as Scumpy, says, hello, guys.
Good morning.
Scumpy will be here tomorrow. Michael Albert, very excited that Chrissy is in the Facebook Live room. Thank you, Michael. Good to see that. That makes your morning.
I kind of feel for Carol having to go to the doctors today.
Really?
I know
Well, I wanted to
exactly
ask
what
her.
she's.
I wanted to know
doing.
exactly what she was having done, but I didn't think that was the right.
Well, it
you
sounds
know.
like a physical, maybe.
Right. But
know?
see, when I talk about you going to a physical, I say, hey, roll over towards the wall.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't say that with Carol.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't.
But I definitely understand
The nervousness?
Absolutely, the anxiety, and if you got high blood pressure, which I had forever, it would amp up. Anytime I went to the doctors, the dentist. I actually had a dentist one time tell me that they wouldn't do any work on me because my blood pressure was too high.
Right.
I think I was having a crown or some inside.
Right, and you tense up and yeah.
Relax. I mean, really, I was fine.
Try to relax. I think once I get in it, once you get there, I mean, I told you my epic story of my appendectomy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my first time I ever had a surgery. But I think once I was there and I'm like, okay, I'm in the hands of all these people.
And they're the pros.
Might as well have fun with it.
Oh, man. I tell you, when I had my appendix out, I was washing my grandmother's windows.
I used to wash my grandmother's windows, too.
And she lived on Malvern Street.
Oh, that's the only street I've ever been mugged on.
I wanted to tell you that, but this was in 1964.
Okay, mine was in 1984 when I got mugged. I got mugged on Malvern Street. Yeah, I know, people. I know.
So anyway, I have an emergency appendectomy, zipped me to the hospital, and this wasn't a normal hospital. It was the facility at Grassmere, which was in Goffstown, in that general area.
For the prisoners?
Exactly. Because the doctor that...
They had a doctor's program at the prison, and right?
And I was one of the guinea pigs. No, anyway. He was stationed there, or that's where his medical practice was for that particular day. So I got there, transported up there, and he did my appendectomy. He did the appendix.
Yeah, see, they don't cut like they used to, though.
No, they don't, because my appendix scar is 6 inches long at least.
Oh, see, you wouldn't even know I had my appendix out.
Most people, you wouldn't. Mine, you know very clearly what the heck happened.
Right.
It
got
was horrible.
stabbed or something by a machete.
Man. But, you know, it all worked out.
Were you awake when they took your appendix out?
No.
I hope not.
But I had friends that used to come over to the house to visit as I was recuperating.
See, now they use that 3 system, like a 3-incision system, and they kind of remove your appendix. Somehow they do it like, they just make 3 incisions, and they must put their fingers in there and try to just rip out your...
Surgery is totally different now.
Right.
And absolutely, positively different. When I had my shoulder surgeries, they did it from on top of the shoulder. Now that's generally done from underneath.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but once they give you something to calm you down, because I do also get, like, I get anxious. I'm like, oh, you know, like, they had to give me something like anti-nausea medicine one time because I was so anxious for being at the emergency room. And I would get like but I think once they kind of calm you down, it's like, all right, let's go have surgery.
Yeah, really.
You know?
Yeah, but it's always, that's an anxious moment, anytime.
Right.
You know.
And then they're moving you around on the bed into all these different rooms to do your different tests. And some of these, you know, especially at the Elliott Hospital, the system that is where you're going in back and they're like, I don't know how people get around in there. You get lost in that place.
It's a maze.
It really is a maze. Miriam Banish had her gallbladder out, laparoscopic. That must be what mine was. That
Sounds
3-incision thing.
Yeah. Then they pop it up.
Must be. But you don't really need an appendix.
No,
the doctor
unnecessary,
says,
just like tonsils.
Yeah, the appendix was there for, I guess, the caveman type thing to process raw meat.
Okay.
That's what the doctor told me. Unless it was an old doctor's story they like to tell the patients.
It sounds good.
The joke's on us, everybody.
Yeah, really.
You do need an appendix.
No, you don't.
I don't know.
But that and the
I have my tonsils still,
Tonsils.
I
Do you?
believe. Yeah, do you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I have my tonsils. I think I do.
Oh, somebody.
I'm almost positive. I would know,
You need
right?
to ask your mom.
No, my mom would have told me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
I
think
just, and I would remember, because I remember weird things like that.
You remember everything.
I do. I
Tend to.
almost remember having chicken pox, and I was very little.
Ooh.
Like 18 months, but I remember chicken pox for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it, but I remember having it.
But you don't anymore.
Right.
Is that whole measles outbreak, is that under control finally?
I don't know. I'm not too worried. I had my vaccination.
Yeah.
Way back. Way back. Probably like 48 years ago.
Quite possibly.
Am I 47 or am I 48?
48.
I'm 48.
You'll be 49.
Yeah, this year, because it's, oh boy. Can you believe I'm going to be 49 years old? I mean, when I turned 40, I was like, okay, whoopee.
Goes by fast.
49. I'm only 21 years away from 70.
You didn't have to say that.
What? I mean, doesn't it feel like yesterday you were 49?
Definitely not.
No, it doesn't.
It zipped by pretty quickly.
Okay, you were probably working at IHOP when you were 40.
No. 49.
Burger King. No, okay. Pizza Hut.
Never at another burger joints.
No fast food restaurants for you.
No pizza joints. Yeah, I used to run a pizza joint in Goffstown.
You did? You ran it?
Yeah.
You were the manager?
Absolutely.
Did it have a bar there too?
No.
Nothing like going to a pizza place with a nice bar.
Oh. Somebody said they just had pizza someplace that was really good.
Really?
Where was it?
Well, where was it?
I'm trying to remember.
Was it a place that's been around for a while or something new?
Oh, I think Carol was talking about it. The Giorgio's.
Oh, they had the pizza. Yes.
Right.
I didn't know they had pizza.
I didn't either.
They have a stromboli. Is that pizza?
Yeah, kind of a cousin.
Right. Maybe.
Cheese and meat and dough.
Well, Miriam Banish put this in the Facebook Live room because she wants everyone to know she's No, I'm not even going to say it, Miriam. I'm not going to say it, but I will say it. Having an ovary out that way. Microscopically or whatever it was called.
Arthroscopic.
Is
it
Arthur.
arthroscopically?
Yes, at the Arthur Scompley School of Medicine.
Yeah. Nip and tuck.
Right.
Oh, man.
We can't even say it. We could never be doctors.
I'm not a blood guy.
Right.
I'm not a blood guy.
I don't even like the smell of hospitals.
And I've been, I've taken many shots over the years, for blood and, whatever. I always turn away. I never watch it.
Right. Oh,
Can't watch it.
even on TV?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
No. Like I don't want to see I don't like to see someone bones breaking. Right. See, just the thought of it.
And a lot of times, and some shows will show highlights of a horrific incident, especially sports shows. Somebody falling down. And,
right. Oh, look at his bone sticking out of his leg.
Face planting on cement. That's not pleasant.
No, it's not. Some people think it's funny.
Yeah, and they always laugh. It's not funny.
No, because
when it happens to you, it's not funny.
Right. Some of these video shows they play, the ridiculousness, and also, what's the other one, Tosh.0? They always play video clips of some pretty weird stuff.
Do people get injured?
Sometimes, yes.
Do they show the people that get injured?
They unfortunately they do, but they warn you.
Okay.
They warn you. They do some weird stuff, though. It makes you laugh.
Well, that's like slapstick.
Right.
People falling down, getting hurt has always been funny, as long as it ain't happening to you.
Right, exactly.
Then it's a riot. Then it's not so much fun.
No, it's like the lady that says, "I've fallen and I can't get up."
Oh,
that's not funny, but kind of. I mean, you don't like to think of it.
Well, in context,
the commercial's funny.
Yeah,
because the lady's not really hurt.
Right, and keeping that in mind, it plays.
Right, the lady's not hurt. She's an actress.
Exactly. So if somebody's screaming out, "I've fallen and I can't get up" on purpose, that has no way, shape, or form being funny.
Right.
And you get to them as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, that's the life alert system.
Right.
I told you, my grandmother had it for a few minutes and she hated it. No, she really did. She felt like it was
push a button.
But she felt like it was an invasion of your privacy because they would check in with you once in a while.
Right.
Or test it, or it's testing day, or whatever. But no, she didn't like it because it connects you with somebody. Someone can listen in on whatever you're doing.
Well, can they only listen in if you push that button?
I don't know. That's how do you know? Exactly. That's the thing.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, see, that's
She got up. She got up. She's fine.
I bet that lady that one's from a long time ago too. I bet you she may not be with us anymore, Darryl.
I hope it's not because of the fall.
No, she has the life alert.
She was saved.
But that's the original fallen and I can't get up lady. Because there's a new one out there too, and it doesn't quite capture the essence of a senior woman falling down and saying, "I've fallen and I can't get up."
I didn't know there was a new one.
Well, yeah, there's a new one. I think
an updated one.
See, people don't realize that someone like that would probably be swearing too. Right? You'd probably throw in the F word. Yeah, you'd probably throw in the F word.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
That's when you know it's serious.
Exactly.
When someone uses profanity.
Very serious.
Right. I've fallen and I can't blank getting up. Oh, I almost slipped.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Okay. We're done with that lady. For now. All right, so we're going to wrap up the show here for this Wednesday morning. Like I said, tomorrow we'll have a Scumpy here with another one of his great games.
Yeah. You know what? Scumpy's games are way better than mine.
Well, I don't know. Yours are really good.
Mine are, they're not bad.
You want to try one more before we go?
Definitely not.
Okay, how about the year I graduated?
Okay.
1988.
Okay, let's go to 88. Would you want the tunes?
Yeah, let's do the tunes.
Okay.
1988.
1988. I got that.
All right. Thank you, Darryl.
I got it.
Well, and this is how we're going to end the day today. Yes. Me.
If I could read this thing, that'd be great.
Right.
Okay.
All right. 1988.
Somewhere out there.
Linda Ronstadt.
Possibly.
Yes. That's from the movie An American Tale.
If I could read this, it'd be a lot better.
1988.
Still haven't found what I'm looking for.
By U2.
Correctamundo. Luca.
Suzanne Vega.
You know all this stuff. And La Bamba.
Los Lobos.
Los Lobos. Most people wouldn't know that.
What are the first two?
Somewhere out there?
Yeah. I'm afraid it's going to be that one. What's the second one? That's the one you don't know. That's the one you skipped over.
Yeah, I can't read it. My chicken scratch.
Well, what's the answer? I don't know. I'm going to say Somewhere Out There. Somewhere out there is the answer.
La Bamba. Los Lobos.
Oh. Okay, well, that's the way I go.
That was a decent movie about Richie Valens.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips.
Right, Lou Diamond. Lou Diamond Phillips.
That's probably the best thing he's ever done.
I don't know. I like the movie Young Guns.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's a silly movie, but it's good.
You know, another movie portraying a rock and roll man was the Buddy Holly story.
Okay, and that's over at the Palace Theater right now.
Yes.
Play.
And in the movie, Gary, think of his last name.
Busey?
Gary Busey. He sang.
No, not Gary Busey. Gary Busey?
He
Crazy
sang.
Gary Busey?
Yes. He was not insane at the moment.
Okay.
He sang the songs.
Is he insane now?
Oh, boy.
Right.
Every time you see him, he's a little sketchier.
Yeah.
I think it may have something to do with the motorcycle accident he got involved without a helmet.
Right. Yeah, because he's not
that'll
right.
do it.
He's been on some reality shows, and yeah.
Right. I watched a movie yesterday, The Firm. He was in that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
So Miriam Banner says, tell the world about my ovary thing. I don't care. I'm done. She's all done with her ovaries, which is fine. You're wrapping up your game there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, what will you do? So you're just taking it easy today, right? So it's already Wednesday. It feels like Tuesday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Boom.
Thursday, and then Friday comes around and...
We're there.
Right, no kidding. Just like the weekends just keep coming at you. I don't know.
Thank God for weekends.
But when you're retired, does it really matter?
You know what? You really have to pay attention for it to matter.
Right.
Because generally speaking, they're all days just
run
along.
into each other.
Absolutely.
But you can tell the difference between a Sunday and a Thursday.
Sometimes I got to think about it.
Oh, really? It's the same day to you? They just roll into each other. It's just all...
Yeah, it's different. Definitely different.
Wow.
You know, it's not like, you know, when you're a kid, Monday through Friday was Monday through Friday, and the weekend was the weekend. Now they kind of run into each other.
Absolutely. Let's say goodbye to everyone in our Facebook Live.